Racing now. And Maiden Star a little slow. Rosso Corsa began okay, but there's Palace Chief going very fast on the outside. Castro jumped well too, he's up there. Confluence just easing off them, and Holbrook King is right on the pace by the 1200 metres. Palace Chief on the outside, drawing about a neck in front. Rosso Corsa retained the fence. Castro's a length and a half away. They're followed a little further back by Holberg King, who's racing fourth on the outside of Confluence in a pretty good place. He's followed by Blu-ray over on the inside of Polish Party. Settling well back, Maiden Star off the back, and Ballyvaughan is last of all. Down the side they race Palace Chief at the 800, led by 3/4 of a length now to Castro's second. In behind them Rosso Corsa, and then Confluence. On the outside Holberg King. Maiden Star over on the fence, followed by Polish Party, and the white cap wider out from Blu-ray, and back last of all is Ballyvaughan. Round the turn they race now. Rosso Corsa gets through on the inside and takes the lead at the bend. From over on the outside Castro. Palace Chief feels the pinch and got a bump there as Rosso Corsa wobbled a bit round the turn. Maiden Star saved a lot of ground, got up on the fence, and Polish Party came right down the outside with Holberg King. At the 300 metres now, Holberg King with the nose rollers taken over the running. Polish Party very wide out. Rosso Corsa and Castro, and then Confluence coming through in the middle. It's again Rosso Corsa hitting the front from Holberg King. Polish Party on the outside. Polish Party's finishing the best out wide, and Polish Party wins it from Rosso Corsa and Holberg King. Ballyvaughan came from last to get fourth, followed by Castro, Confluence, and then Blu-ray, Maiden Star, and dropping out a bad last was Palace Chief. Polish Party coming right down the outside under Stephen Arnold has taken out the race number 14. Number 14, and there was a little push for it. It was one of those races where the favourites were a bit easy, and something down in the weights. Well tried has got the money. Second to number 15, Rosso Corsa, and third, number 7, Holberg King, who at one stage near the 200 probably looked the winner, but Polish Party very deep out, the widest in the race, has got up to win. Number 14, trained by Russell Cameron, by Polish Laughter from Gay Coral, and ridden by Stephen Arnold. They're away, and the 5 jumped out as one. A beautiful dispatch. Ferrari down on the inside holding a place, but now easing, and the speed comes from Lord of Kinsale and Great Relief on the outside. Immortal City sitting up in third placing, and then came Kupala with Ferrari on the inside, and last of all Immortal City leads, 1,000 to run, doesn't want to cross to the inside. Lord of Kinsale's 3/4 away. Immortal City is third on the outside. Kupala next to last, and Ferrari is on the rails, and last of all, pretty awkward place for the toppy. Down the side, Great Relief staying away from the fence is the leader, almost a length clear. Holding onto the inside, Lord of Kinsale. Immortal City is in third place, just pushed along to be there now. And then Ferrari and Kupala, the 5 runners coming towards the turn. Great Relief a half in front. Lord of Kinsale going with him on the inside, followed by Immortal City. Ferrari just behind them on the rails, or closest to the rails, and Kupala pulls out wide. Now in the straight, Lord of Kinsale moved up to tackle Great Relief. Ferrari is starting to ease over the heels for her run now at the 200. Lord of Kinsale has gone to the lead here. Lord of Kinsale over Great Relief, and then Ferrari, who's under the whip. Lord of Kinsale, 150 to go, about 3/4 Great Relief. Ferrari not doing enough at the moment. Lord of Kinsale under the whip in front. Great Relief's coming again though. Great Relief finishing the better on the outside, and one, I'd say. Great Relief from Lord of Kinsale in a photo, and Kupala's come home well. I think it might have grabbed third over on the outside there, and the other two are just disappearing from my view as they've gone over the line. Ready, 2,400 metres, and they're on their journey now. Yama began okay. Royal Caliph got out well, and so did Zabuan, and the green colours out wider. The grey Savrocker jumped okay, but Preble's going to steady him in the early part. He doesn't want the lead. Western Outlaws left in front now towards the 200 the first time. No pace on Western Outlaw from Gascoigne in second, and Preble moving up again on Savrocker. Wasn't happy there was no speed, so he lets the grey slide up to third now. Kunai's Choice fourth on the inside, had been sweating up. A length to Yama getting getting a good cover just behind them, followed by Royal Kate of Zabuan, and Jamestown as last of all as the field heads towards the turn out of the straight. Western Outlaw is the leader at his own tempo. He leads by nearly a length here to Gascoigne, Kunai's Choice third, and Sabrock is in fourth placing over on the outside as they leave the straight. Yammer in behind them having a good run in fifth placing. Royal Caitiff on the rail, followed by Zabuan and 2 lengths to Jamestown. Into the back at the 1600, still not a lot of speed about, and Western Outlaw set a very slow tempo, half a length in front of Gascoigne. 2 lengths to Kunai's Choice. Sabrock has got a beautiful run fourth on the outside. 3 lengths away is Yammer. Royal Caitiff a neck behind him, and then came Zabuan, and Jamestown as last of all as they go down the back near the 1300, and Marie Payne let Gascoigne slide along a little and moved up ahead in front of Western Outlaw. Kunai's Choice and Sabrock are breathing down their neck, 2.5 lengths in front of Yammer. Royal Caitiff on the inside, and they're followed by Zabuan and Jamestown as last of the 8. Down the back, and again Western Outlaw went through and took a head advantage over Gascoigne. Kunai's Choice has been right there third all the way. So too has been Sabrock. He's only a length and a half off these, followed by Royal Caitiff and Yammer, who's being patiently ridden back towards the tail, followed by Jamestown and Zabuan. At the 800, coming down towards the turn now, and Gascoigne asked for the big run. He drew nearly a length in front. Kunai's Choice goes with him. Western Outlaw over on the rails, followed then by Sabrock, and now Yammer starting to close on these leading horses from Royal Caitiff. Jamestown and Zabuan dropped out. Gascoigne's under the whip. Kunai's Choice coming at him. Round the outside comes Yammer. He's gone straight past Sabrock, Yammer, and he's going for the outside rail for the better going. Western Outlaw stayed on the rail, consequently leads in the straight from Kunai's Choice. Yammer to the outside from Gascoigne. Sabrock is battling away at the moment. They're reaching the 200. They're right across the track. Yammer right over on the outside. Western Outlaw against the fence. They're fighting the race out with Yammer this side in front, I'd say, from Western Outlaw. Will have pulled the whip, and Yammer is well clear and races away, and Yammer wins the Bendigo Cup easily. Western Outlaw second. Jamestown got up for third from Royal Caitiff, Gascoigne and Kunai's Choice. Sabrock and Zabuan last of all. He was always travelling beautifully, and he went to the outside for the better ground, and he's won the race in runaway style. Number 5, Yammer, ridden by Nash Ruwilla, takes out the Jetport Parking Bendigo Cup. A runaway performance over the closing stage as it was. He was far too good for them under a beautiful ride. Western Outlaw second, and really Peter Mertens was game in what he did in leading and setting the tempo to suit himself, and then staying on the inside where the better going has always been out wider here today. He's got second, and third Jamestown number 2, the grand old campaigner, 9 years of age, going out for start number 96. As the middle gate in green and yellow colours. Starter has them, and they're off. And let's see now, Trusty Thomas was one of the first to bound out of the gates, and Better Wake Up out wide began very fast. Bush Borders prominent. Final Closes pushing up along the inside to settle in the handy place, and they're followed by Los Torneros, Air Shuttle, Wages a good way back. So too is Spirit Breaker. Pyramid Float, who might have just taken a backward step at the start, is well back in the field as they came up towards the turn, and Positive Power is last of all. Across the track, Final Close with Trusty Thomas, it's outside. Better Wake Up the deepest. Los Torneros just off them. They're followed by Bush Ball and Air Shuttle, Spirit Breaker. Pyramid Flight still giving them a good start as they enter the straight now at the 350. It's Trusty Thomas just in front. Better Wake Up coming after it, and Bush Ball is coming down the outside, followed by Air Shuttle out very wide. Bush Ball's racing up to Trusty Thomas and Better Wake Up with 200 to go. Bush Ball took the lead. Here comes Air Shuttle after it, but Bush Ball leads by 2, holds them out, and Bush Ball is coming on to win well. Bush Ball first, Air Shuttle second, and coming home well, Pyramid Flight third. Then Los Torneros, Spirit Breaker, Better Wake Up, Final Close, Trusty Thomas knocked up, Wage next to last, and Positive Power last. Number 14, the winner. Bush. 1300 the jetty here, second last. Cup Carnival is off now. Cuter Nights began fast. Siren Song's a little slow, and she's dropped out to be a clear last. And settling down now, L.A. Chevelle working to the lead after going a little over 100. From Cuter Nights, Mighty Way third, the outside. Slalom fourth of these 5 runners, and 2 lengths to Siren Songs at the rear. L.A. Chevelle is in control, going by the 1,000 metres. He leads about a length and a quarter. Cuter Nights second, Mighty Way third. Slalom is second last, and Siren Songs is last of all. About to come off the back, and L.A. Chevelle leading by a length to Cuter Nights. 2 lengths behind these is Mighty Way. Slalom is inside him. He'll want to get to the outside though, and last of all is Siren Song. 6 lengths cover them coming towards the turn, and L.A. Chevelle the leader from Cuter Nights. Mighty Way the outside. Slalom pushed along between them, and then Siren Songs, who's about to go to the outside, but L.A. Chevelle pricks his ears coming around the turn. Cuter Nights is under a lot of pressure behind him. Then Mighty Way. Slalom is very hard ridden, not responding at this point, and then Siren Songs. They're in the straight. L.A. Chevelle the leader. Mighty Way's coming home well on the outside. Slalom battling away just over on the inside of them. It's L.A. Chevelle in front. Slalom starting to pick him up now. L.A. Chevelle from Slalom, and then Mighty Way. L.A. Chevelle about a half in front though. Slalom can't reach him at the moment. L.A. Chevelle's finding plenty. He's rolling back towards the inside, but L.A. Chevelle wins from Slalom second. Siren Songs third, just in front of Mighty Way, and Cuter Nights dropped out last of the 5. Victory there for number 4, L.A. Chevelle, ridden by Ernie Marchant. Gee, a peek at the head-on would be interesting, because he's certainly taken Slalom over towards the inside part of the track as he was mounting his challenge. He's kept going to win the race, number 4, L.A. Chevelle. Quaddy will pay 683.20 with this horse. Slalom running second, number 5. And third, after dawdling out of the gates, going to the lead down the back. Carney out by about a length and a half, settling fully. Perhaps 2. Limerick seen as second. Volkster is third, the outside. 3 lengths now, Vienna. And at the tail is Regent's Rocket. Carney in front, 1,200 to go. Staying away from the fence, Limerick seen happier to race closer to the rail in second. Volkster in the red colours is up there. Now Vienna next to last. And Regent's Rocket is last of the 5. It's Carney in front, doing it pretty well. 1,000 metres to go. Travelling nicely, 2.5 lengths in front of Volkster. Limerick seen as third, only about a neck away on the inside. A length and a half now, Vienna. Regent's Rocket last of the 5 as they go by the 800 metres. And Carney in control of the race, leading a little more than a length. Volkster. Limerick seen on the rails, or close to the rails, third. Now Vienna pushed along, and so is Regent's Rocket at the tail. Carney's probably travelling better than anything coming up towards the turn. 2 lengths in front, the top weight from Limerick seen pushed along on the inside of Volkster. Now Vienna and Regent's Rocket got further behind, but Carney travels beautifully around the home turn for Eddie Casser. The big weight might be the telling factor in the straight. Carney now from Limerick seen coming through along the inside of it and finishing well. They're going to fight the race out clear of Volkster. They've got to the 200. Carney, Casser had to pull the whip. Limerick scene's coming at him hard on the inside. Limerick scene's coming home a little bit the better. Got the better now of Carney, who can't respond, and Limerick scene opens right up and races away. And Limerick scene takes out the last on Cup Day by 2.5 lengths. Limerick scene from Carney, Volkster third, and then now Vienna and Regent's Rocket trailed them all the way. Punter's got it dead right. Number 4, Limerick scene, Noel Kello, trained by Nigel Blackiston. Just a bit too good, that little pull on the weights, and he's very adept on rain-affected ground. Beating Carney, number 1, certainly travelled well to the turn, but the weight just starting to tell on him in the last 200 metres. And third going to 9, Volkster, who was up on the speed all of the way. 4.19 in the final event. Ended up being a runaway win for Noel Kello, who can really ride them out. He's a very much underrated jockey, as Mick Price pointed out when he rode Slavonic to win the Werribee Cup recently. He's come right on with the job to score a handsome win in the last in Limerick scene.